Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host Tisa, Rebel Beltran. Yeah, it's been a while. A lot of things have been going on. So it's just been a crazy month. A very crazy month. So yesterday my phone passed away, RIP, and I had to get a new one. So I'm recording from my phone, so I'm going to see how that sounds, because the last phone that I had, I could not record my podcast on it. I had to use my tablet, and I don't know where that is right now. So, I want to talk about Kanye West and mental health. And mental health period. So, Kanye came out with his little sneak peek video the other day, concert, and he had all red on, and he had a red thing over his head, like a thief would put on their head, and leggings, nylon hose for. But I don't think they even have that anymore, do they? I don't think they do. I think a while back we were looking for some for someone and couldn't find it. But anyhow, came out, pushed a fucking note on the keyboard, and everybody was like batshit crazy about it. I feel like I may be a little judgmental here, but that's okay. The Kanye supporters are kind of like the Trump supporters, where like they can do no wrong, but oh shoot, I should have turned that down. This new phone, I don't even know how to do that. Let me figure that out real quick. I don't even know. I'm just gonna get notifications. But I feel like, it's a little cuckoo that people have that pull, and it's like cult following. It's their charisma, their, crazy ideas. Like, it's not a bad thing, but Kanye's music has not been up to par for quite a while. And we have to say that once his mama died, he went batshit crazy, and you all have to admit that. And then it's just been downhill since then, and he's, not medicated a lot of the time, like most people who have mental illness and don't like to feel controlled by the substance that's making them, what is it called? I'm not going to use that word, 'cause that's a shitty word. Even out, balanced out. So yeah, balanced out. That's the word I'm going to go for right now. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. But yeah. So he has that charisma to where people are like, well, he can't do anything wrong. Some of the songs are good, yes. Yes, he's a good producer. But I feel like if you're going to be in the spotlight and you think that you're better than... I don't know if it's a ploy either, where he fucking thinks he's better than the Beatles and God, and like there's some Oasis shit going on right there. That he does... It is known that he has mental health issues. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like because he gives no fucks that everybody's attracted to that. For me, if I'm interested in a musician, there has to be quality there. If I'm interested in the music, there needs to be something there that I didn't see anybody else in anybody else. And people think that a lot of the music that I listen to is whatever, but I've been listening to music for my whole life, for one, and I've been a musician my whole life, and I have a high sense of quality of what I want in my ear holes. Kanye West, some of his shit is just shit. So people are like, well, you're a grown-ass woman listening to Taylor Swift. Well, Taylor Swift has grown immensely. Especially in these last two albums. Evermore and Folklore are fucking amazing. And I saw a meme earlier today, and it was like, facts. Taylor Swift was asked during the I think it's called 72 Questions that one magazine was doing, and I'm off right now of what magazine it was. And they asked her if she could teach any class, what class or subject would it be? And she said English. And that is the truth, because these two albums are amazing. Her ability to write a song, shit, 1989 is an amazing album and has been covered by other musicians because it is quality. It is top quality writing. Now, the music that's out now with fucking, everything's about fucking, like, yeah, okay, those songs are fun. They have a good beat. But sometimes you want to listen to something that has substance. And a lot of musicians are not giving that out. And a lot of these TikTok, stars fucking pull songs out of their asshole. Literally, they could sing about taking a shit and people go wild for it. And I don't know why sometimes. Because the lyrics have, like, a high schooler can write them. A middle schooler can write them. Like, yes, some people have written really good things when they were a child. That fucking song, what the hell is that song called? The Butterflies? Dun, 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 dun. I know that song. He wrote the fucking story when he was a fucking kid. And he made it into, like, this huge popular fucking song. I hate that song. I did not like it when it came out. It was ridiculous, but people are like, it's cute. I guess there's some songs that are music that I'm gonna be like, okay, it's a cute song, but not over the board. It's insane. It's insane. So, a lot of things in the news, especially because of the Olympics and Simone Biles, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, you know, she totally just picked herself over winning. And a lot of people are judging her on that and being upset that, you know, she fucking didn't take it for the team. But this woman has done enough in her life to take it for the team. So mental health came first for her. And it should have probably way before that. But at least this time she stood up for herself, and that's fucking great. And she recognized that. And what I really want to talk about is recognizing when you need the help, when you need the mental health your mental health to come first, and recognize that you need it. Because a lot of people do not, they recognize it, but they don't follow through with helping themselves. And that's something that a lot of people need to do. I'm going to get personal for a second. And myself, the past few months, have had issues with depression. Even worse than I had before. Because before it was like, my depression was because we were in a pandemic. I was living in a state that, you know, I wasn't used to. I moved away from my whole entire support system, and my relationship was fucking falling apart, and there was no effort on one side to make it any better. So that depression came from that aspect. And then here, the depression was bad because that relationship was over, and, you know, I couldn't even get out of bed. And the thing that got me out of bed was my dad got sick. Like, it wasn't like a huge sick. It was I got the stomach flu. He got the stomach flu. Son of a monkey's uncle. I didn't turn it off apparently. Let me figure this out. Well, I got the stomach flu. He got the stomach flu. And one moment, I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm pausing you guys for 1 second. Alright, I think I got it. I got a new phone, like I said before, so I don't know if I am doing this correctly. So he got sick, and so it turned everything around. It made me see that life is really short, and one minute you're 40 years old, the next minute you're 80 years old, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, that's me, I'm old. Because even now, 20 years ago to 20 years now, I could be looking in the mirror and I say to myself, wow, I've actually, you know what, I haven't really changed. I look the fucking same. And I would just like to thank my fucking genes on my mom's side. But I do look a little bit older. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do. But thinking about how fast time goes and how, you know, 1 minute you're living your life and you can get drunk and go to work at 4 o'clock and, you know, go to sleep at 4 o'clock and get up and go to work at 7, you know, 20 years ago, and now a hangover lasts 3 days. So there's a big difference. So, my dad getting sick and having to go to the hospital and get fluids, and him realizing that he couldn't recover from being sick as quickly as he used to. And so that fucking kicked myself in the ass, because I was sick, and it took me also just the same amount of time to get better, but a little bit, you know, it was a little bit earlier than him. It was like 3 or 4 days better than him. But still, that kicked my ass to make me see that life is too short to be crying over things or be sad about things that you can't control. But for the first time in my life, I let myself be sad, because I haven't before, where I just keep on trudging, going through everything, going through life, working, ignoring everything. And this time I didn't. I made sure to feel all the sadness and like let myself do these things, let myself mourn, because I've never let myself mourn before. And so I had to do this for myself. And it's selfish, and it, you know, it's whatever. It's something that I had to let myself do. I was sad. I was sad. And it wasn't worth the sad, but the things at hand were not worth the sadness, but it was something that I needed to do. It just helped me put things in perspective, and, you know, him getting sick, it helped me put things in perspective, and I learned and healed from situation. And I'm like, I cannot let myself be down for that long when I have so many goals still that I'm trying to reach. And I'm not saying I was in bed like every single day, but most days I was just sad, and I just didn't want to talk to anybody. My friendships, I didn't really talk to anybody, and people would be reaching out, and I just didn't want to fucking talk, you know, and I had to tell them, no, I don't want to kill myself, I am just sad, and it's okay. It's okay to be sad. Don't just fucking unpack there, because I know a lot of people unpack there, and they stay there, and, you know, people who have had issues with certain people, and they've been in that situation for, like, years, 2 years, like, they've unpacked, and they're not moving. They like that sadness. They live there. You know, good, that's all on them, that's their life, but for me, that's not something that I want. You know, and now I'm in a healthier situation where I have support. You know, out where I was, I didn't have any support whatsoever. Everything was through technology, and thankfully that was through that. But nobody knew what I was going through, and people, like, tell me now, hey, I call you and vent to you about my marriage, and you didn't say one word what you were going through. Well, because this was your time. You needed to talk to me. And my shit was something that was being told to me that, you know, this is the reason why. And then all of a sudden, you know, in the end, it wasn't the reason why, because people don't know how to communicate. And you know, that's what I express to my friends now when they come to me and they're like, well, my husband or my wife, and I'm like, well, either needs to